Hello, my friends. Hope everyone's having a good night. So, I went to a vendor place and I got this Italian keychain. Well, it's probably made in China, but it's for Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's kind of neat. The details, though, it's not super great, but it was only a couple dollars. Uh, I do have a couple other keychains I got not too long ago, like this Liberty Bell one, which is high relief. United States of America, 1776. This might be bronze. This is made to look like a gold coin, but it's not. It's just a piece of gold colored whatever, some metal, but probably not anything worth much. This thing is more like a pendant, but we'll move along. So, happened to go and find this, what looks like a monster truck, Hot Wheels Legends winner. Says over here 3 of 5. This is a really nice looking card, not taken out. However, I think they should have made this size a little bit closer so the vehicle doesn't flop inside of the container. But that's okay. Anyway, we'll move along with some other stuff that I picked up. Occasionally, get this to focus, you find these 70s 1 cent coins that are San Francisco. A bit lower mintages, but they are kind of neat in some ways. Now, I did buy some more of these sleeves to put currency in, plastic sleeves to help, keep your currency from getting crumbled up too bad. But we'll move along to this coin. This is actually a decent looking barber, with probably would be called cleaned, because the field looking like that with all that dark part and this being clean looking. But this one has much better details than a lot of these do. You see all the little nodules around the rim on the back, and pretty much on the front as well. A little few over here to look, I guess they're not so weak. Now, I was flattening staples in a previous video, and one of my subscribers said something about they make staplers that do this, where they're flat to start with. And I'll show you that last one. You can kind of see how it's raised up off and how I flattened it down. Now, he said they make staplers to do this, but I've been to coin shows, I've been to several different coin dealers, and almost all the cards they have these kind of holders. Most of them are not flattened. But, I mean, I could flatten lots of them, spend a lot of time doing it. Of course, if I start selling the coins, I probably will. So that's the first taste of silver, being that it is a barber quarter. Now, I went to buy the bank earlier, and they said they had a dollar coin. Turns out it is James Madison. Not too special. So, but the other branch I went to got a couple Ike dollars. This one's actually in decent shape. You can see mint luster on it, and it doesn't look broke up too much. So this is probably at least an AU coin. I mean, they're big and flat over a large section of the coin, as you can see from all this flat field around the head and kind of around the eagle. And it's pretty high relief on the eagle's head and wings. This one doesn't look too bad either, but it's a duller in appearance. They're both 72 Denvers. They're not silver, although they call them silver dollars. Now, I've had decent luck recently of finding and getting Ike dollars from the bank. Different branches. There's 9 of them here, which they don't circulate much and they don't get them very often. So when they get them, I'm lucky enough to get one. I'm happy. Now, this is an 80% silver, 6/10 of an ounce. And it flips. It doesn't flip end to end. It's metal alignment, not whatever. But there is one thing about these that I pointed out when I bought them, because I told my coin dealer I bought a few of these from him a while back at $16 each. And I think he'd been sitting on these for a while. So he told me, even though he had it 18 marked here, he said, well, I'll sell them to you for 16 if you want. So I got a couple of dollars off of this. But what I pointed out was those lines going up like that are supposed to be like the Northern Lights, which not everybody seemed to know that. But anyway, it's just a little tidbit about these. Now, I ended up in getting 2 of them. This one doesn't seem quite as shiny. Well, maybe a little more scratched than that one, but they're both scratched. They would probably grade mint state, but they've been handled a little in terms of being in a bag or however they distributed these. I don't even really know. I don't think they minted a real large number of them, because I don't think the Canadians use their dollar coins very often either. Because a lot of the way silver dollars back in the day, they didn't use a lot of them. That's why there's a lot of them that they found in bank bags of 1,000 coins that were never circulated. But these are pretty when they're in good shape. And because of the way it's shiny, it almost looks a little bit like a proof, without the frosted thing like a cameo proof that they make nowadays for the United States. But I mean, if you can get these for $16, it's not that bad. Silver's up a bit. It's right around $13 or $30. I'm sorry. This is 0.6 ounces worth of silver in the coin, so both of these are more than an ounce of silver. Matter of fact, it's 1.2 ounces worth of silver in my hands. So 30-something dollars, well, for an ounce, well, I got 1.2 ounces, so it's 30, and then 0.2 of 30 is 6. So 1.2 ounces of silver should be about 36 at recent prices, and I paid 32. So these are actually under melt a little bit. But generally speaking, that's about what I have for tonight. So I'm going to keep it kind of short, but I do hope that everyone has a good night, and we will see you again soon. I might continue to do live streams on these previews, because if you record pre-recorded ones, that takes up a lot of the memory card on your phone, if you can put memory cards in them. Some of them you can't, but it takes up a lot of memory to make a 10 or 15-minute long video like this. Whereas when I go live, it's not being saved, but I can save it on YouTube and it'll be there for a while anyway. But that's pretty much what I have. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you next time.